Welcome to More Than a Dad podcast. I'm your host, Dre Moore. I got my guy, Lou Mobley, here with me.
What's the deal, baby?
And my man, 30 for 30 Earn in the building.
What's good, y'all?
What's up, y'all? We back
We back.
from a long hiatus,
Yeah,
extended hiatus.
feel like forever ago.
Yeah.
We missed y'all.
Yup. It's mad hot outside. That's how you know, because it just wasn't nowhere near
It
heat.
wasn't hot before we.
Now we in mid 90s, feeling like 100.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
just
fact.
mad hot, like every day.
Listen, man, we don't got no spring no more.
Yeah.
What we getting into, bro?
Listen, man, you gotta explain to the people why we've been missing.
Oh man,
Yeah, we just going
just dive in.
Just dive in, bro.
So last time we was potting, we was talking about. I had told y'all that my mom had suffered a heart attack. She eventually, we had to let her go, and she passed away. So needed some time, guys. Needed some time to process and be tough through the funeral planning and handling business. So definitely, eventually needed some time. I know a lot of people reached out. Some of you guys even came to the funeral service.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout
Like
out
the
to
love,
Malik and
has always been real. The
Yeah.
friendships are real. The community we are building here is real. Because in time of need, guys are showing up. Tone over here at the Big Blues.
Yeah, everybody showed up. My guy.
Dre been there the whole time with me, rocking, helping me plan, and he been through it, so he kind of put me on the right track of how to handle some of the affairs,
Right.
and coordinating things. And thank you for referring the funeral home that we used.
Yeah, you want to dive into that, yo? Like, you don't never really have to be prepared to like have to do that till you have to do it. Like,
Right.
it ain't really like no crash course in like how you gonna get ready to like bury your parents. Like, if you never do it, like and like I had to just learn from like just hands on learning. Like, my mom was so messed up. Like, I ain't really like had the luxury of like leaning on my mom to do these things. So like I was like I always like I was telling Lou, like I really like I didn't write my dad obituary, but like his order of service and stuff, like I really wrote that out of like somebody else's obituary that like I never met before.
Right.
Like, cause I was at the funeral home and I was asking, the funeral home director, like, how you do like such and such. I never knew that you had to write. Like, I knew you had to write an obituary, like life and story. I never knew like somebody writes the order of service. Like, I thought like it's like a pre-planned thing. They just plug into something and just do like generate songs and do that. Um, and she just was like, no. And she like gave me somebody's obituary that, like, yeah, you could just use this as a reference. So like, I just had to take it home and like figure out how to do it.
No, Jay was a great help, man. Jay was like, man, is the insurance policies active?
Oh yeah, we ran into that.
Are they active? Do you know how much you guys have? Now you need to assign a funeral home. He kind of gave me a step by step, and then that kind of really helped me because at the time it's really just me and my brother and my oldest niece, and we're trying to put together all this stuff. But in this time you're still grieving. Like, it's
Right.
not like you get this isolated time of like you got to go handle all that annoying business and sit on all that long waiting times, and people got to pull up the information and send back and forth forms and checks,
Right.
and you got to do that hurt. You got to do that like I just watched my mom take her last breath, and I got to sit here and get to going. And then family is torn, right? Everybody's hurt. Everybody has their wants and desires, and it's like, well, this is my mom. That kind of trump all this.
Yeah.
That kind of trump all this. So your wants and desires and what you feel like you should be involved in or not involved in. Family, that family element gets, put to the test. When family members die, So, I did need the time. I still feel incredibly sad. I don't know. For a while, like, my motivation and my desire to like really like, I don't know. I lived my life to make my parents proud, and now I don't have
Right.
either of them here, right? So I have to find this new motivation, and it should be simple, right? Like, I got kids, but I look at that more as like responsibility and what I'm supposed to do. Like, I was happy to get the job offers and come tell my mom about it. Like what you instilled in me has brought this to us. It's a different
It's
motivation.
not the same with your kid. It's
Yeah,
motivation, but it's not
yeah.
presented
Like
the
I was
same way.
proud to go be successful and come share it with the people who took the time. I remember my mom doing spelling tests with me and my projects and preparing me how to do presentations with flashcards and you know it was a lot of hard work that how I turned out like this. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I kind of lost that a little bit. And another thing I wanted to say on here too is if everybody is fortunate, the parent becoming the kid and you becoming the parent is a real cycle that I've been living. And I think that's something that me and my brother bonded over because we can only complain about our mom. Nobody else could talk about our mom, you know. But that cycle of, damn, like she not doing this no more. We just got to pick this up,
Right.
or we got to go to her doctor's appointments because she's embarrassed to tell us how sick she may or may not be, and like you just got to assume all these responsibilities, and like that's a real experience.
Yeah,
Like I
facts.
watched my mom handle house business, church business, back home club business, and you know they said it at the service. Like she handled business, and when you kind of like you could kind of see that in me. Like that's where I got it from. Like how to something need to be done, that's the business that need to be handled. Like she's been like that my whole life. So to get to a point where her health was an issue or her age was an issue where she couldn't do it no more,
Right.
that was like the most eye opening thing. So for like the last couple of years, she been in kidney failure and all these things, and like can't drive, and you watch her go from this independent handle business to you know now it's ours to pick up where it's on just fall. So
Yeah, and y'all had that experience too. Like, and a lot of people do get it, but a lot of people really don't. Like, y'all mom like lived with y'all. Like,
yeah,
went from like you growing up living with your mom to like roles reversing now. Like, she lived with y'all.
yeah, and that's completely different, right? And then like just further into like this adulthood and dad stuff, like then you watch like you're a man, right? You got your mom, and for your whole life, like your mom, like your main person. Then you have a kid, so now your kid is your main person, and your mom is second. Say you get married, so now it's your wife, your kid, then your mom. Then you have another kid. You know what I mean? It's just this order just continues to change, and like we don't talk about it out loud, but it's a pecking order. It's a priority list. You don't just walk around and be like, "Yo, mom, you fourth in my life now." But in
Right, in
in in
reality.
in reality, that's what's happening. And that's not always easy for everybody.
Right.
My mom pretty much made it kind of seamless for us, but I know people who parents are like, no, I'm still the top priority in your life, even though you got X, Y, and Z else going on. So yeah, it was just it was just like a hard time. Like it wasn't like something easy. It's something that I just had to smile through. I had to kind of act like it didn't happen. It didn't feel real for a long time. You remember I kept calling you and just saying like it
Yeah,
just don't
yeah, yeah,
feel,
yeah, yeah.
you
It's
know.
just it's different, It come in waves. So like when you like I said, I knew you was gonna really like need to take that time because like even when we had that conversation the day it happened and I came over here and I'm like, bro, I know you got this going on, but bro, you really need to like get this thing rolling as far as like funeral homes, coordinating with cemeteries, coordinating with the pastor. Like that day, like I know like this happened today, but you got to get on it because you like even in that, like it still took close to 2 weeks for everybody to put everything together,
To
to
coordinate it.
coordinate it, to make everything
Hmm.
seamless. But while you was going through that, I was telling you, like, just like how you talk about handling business, you so focused on handling business, you can't think about that. Like you don't really grieve. You handling business.
Hmm.
Now once all of that is done, like I remember that moment that happened. Like once you had everything situated, like this is happening on this day, this is who's doing this who's doing that. Then you started to have that moment of like I can't even like just pick up the phone and call my mom.
Right.
But that was like a week or so in itself before you even like landed there. And people don't really talk about, like that. Like it's like how we had that conversation of like when you say like, yo, I was there, like, when they took your dead body out the house. But like I ain't see you cry enough. It's like that same thing. It's
Right.
like my mind mentally I'm thinking I'm somewhere else. I'm not in a space to be able to really like sit down and do that. It's really them times when you like alone to yourself, and then you really sitting and you in your head and you processing stuff and you thinking. Like it's definitely like it's a
It's
process, bro.
traumatic, man. And I seen a clip online about somebody saying they're like, death is just something that we force ourselves to be okay with. Ain't nothing about it okay.
Right.
It's just something that we force ourselves to carry on, and we find our little silver lining in it. And I always tell you, like, I live to honor my parents, so I'm gonna just continue to do that. But like, it's something that like I talk to grown people now, like my aunts and uncles, about them losing their parents, and they're like, yo, that feeling never go away. That's
Yeah,
like a
never
consistent
change. Yeah.
thing that I hear from people in their 50s or 60s, saying like, that feeling that you feel right now never go away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess time gets better, or you get better with it. But like that, you missing them and wanting to talk to them and share things with them, it'll always be there.
Yeah, and that'd be the thing, like it's a little bit like that's something that me and you kind of bond on the same type time, like having older parents.
Yeah,
So it's like people being like, yo, I'm 50 and 60 now without both my parents. It's like in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, because our parents was already older. So it's like essentially, like, I had like 30 years with my dad. I should hopefully live another 30 years, if not more. Like, we'll probably eventually live more life without our parents than we did with them.
that's
When
crazy.
that's not really like how it normally really go. For real, for real.
Yeah, and I think I just lost a. I'm not really the one to walk around saying like, yo, me and my mom were friends, but we were close. I think that's the word I want to use. Like, I called my mom to talk about any and every idea I had, plans I wanted to make, what I think I could do, and you lose. I feel like this is what I lost. Somebody that would drop whatever they doing to listen to me just talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I lost that person to be like, yo, we talked about this on the pod today. Oh, send it to me. I want to hear it. Or I got to go to LA. You going to LA? You ain't scared to fly, boy? I ain't never put you on no planes. Like, it was just, my mom always hosting and entertaining. We going over there, play cards and cook out, and
Yeah.
she would go to wing night with us. Like, my mom is going to wing night with the boys that have beer and wings. You know what I'm saying?
Uni always been super cool, dog.
Yeah, she always she
Shout out to Uni.
yeah. So I just
I
want.
told you she was super cool the day the house burned down, dog. She
Yeah,
was super chill, like out on the block. She was sitting in the little lawn chair, joint, just watching that joint go up and smoke. She wasn't complaining or nothing. Like, man, listen.
yeah. She knew though.
Yeah, no, Uni super cool, dog.
All right, so off that, how are y'all mentals today? How you feel today?
How do I feel today? This is the first week I felt creative and slightly motivated to get things done. This is the first week, so I think it's been like 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah,
This is the first week that I felt like creating something. I'm back on making my stories. I'm back on, I want to do the pod today. So it's been some time that I couldn't create, and that's different from me. I call Dre all the time with plots and schemes and
yeah, every day,
concepts.
dog.
Call him, yo, I got a story in my head. This would be
Got a book,
crazy.
story, movie, film,
Yeah.
series. Yeah, no, I'm good today. I'm about to not be unemployed no more.
Mm.
Been essentially unemployed for like 10 months. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote.
How about you, Irv?
I'm alright.
Chilling.
Now I'm like unemployed now. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm out sick. I'm out sick.
Yeah,
I'll be back
yes.
to work in a few weeks, but
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta
Life.
take care of myself a little better. But I'm cool.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day, dear. Happy belated Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy belated
Shout
Father's
out,
Day.
shout out to the fathers. Yeah, and it's crazy because we had a built-in Father's Day break. Like Father's Day is what we do, like Father's Day, Christmas,
Yeah,
like holiday break, like for the pod, like we're gonna take a break for like a month, and like it
Yeah,
just happened before that.
yeah, it
yeah,
just happened before that.
Yeah,
yeah.
so but yeah, no, shout out to the fathers. Father's Day was like I ain't do nothing. I was in the house all day. I ain't do
Me
Uh,
too. I ain't do
nothing.
nothing.
Wasn't
I was
really.
treated to breakfast like I got treated to breakfast, but after that, bro, I chill. Watch
Yeah,
House of Dragon.
I had some ramen.
he said had some ramen. Shoot, I got up 5 o'clock in the morning. I went out with 7 dads down in Atlantic City, and we fished from the beach. We ain't catch nothing, but we
Bro, I
definitely.
gotta link you with my pop. My pop be trying to find people to fish with all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
go fishing with your pop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
actually,
got it, Big Ernie is hilarious though.
yeah, bro. It's funny. One of my cousins, my cousin Cliff, shout out to him. He just called me today saying, not today, yesterday. He said, we going up to Massachusetts on the 29th. The fish. Yeah. He was like, we need a sixth person to split the cost with.
Yeah.
So I'm about to go up there. My wife was like, "You just can't go on every fishing trip," and I'm like, "Why not?" I was like, "This is my thing." She was like, "Well,"
Right.
she was like, "Everybody that goes fishing goes once or twice, and then if you go with everybody, that's gonna be like 6 or 8 times for you." And I'm just like, "I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that." I was like, "You paying for it?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, then
Right.
what we really?"
If I put it in the budget and
You
I'm
know what it is, bro? I've lived a long, disciplined life. Like a lot of times, like my financial little hardships come because I have to put myself I put myself out there first to take care of everybody else, right?
right.
I never just like treat myself to things. I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not a clothes
Yeah,
guy.
me neither, bro.
Yeah, I don't never.
But he even did that with the fishing trip when he was telling me about it the other day. He was like, "Yeah, such and such, but it's this much money." I said, "Bro, you got the money, bro. Go do it. Like if you don't have it, then that's something.
Bro, it don't
But if
matter.
you have, why? Why
Yeah,
not treat yourself?"
I'm the same way, bro.
but
I don't buy myself things, bro. I don't feel it might sound funny, but I don't feel comfortable buying myself stuff.
I mean, I understand that, but
that's like
you
super
work,
mature of you, yo.
yeah, but you work hard
I
to
I understand that,
like,
trust me. But when it's time to actually pay at the register or hit the button on the phone, I just can't do it, bro. A lot of times I just can't do it.
You know, it's crazy. My mom passed on like a Monday. We let her go on Friday. I bought a PlayStation 5, right? And
yeah.
I felt so guilty. Like I felt so guilty to like buy myself a
That's how
But
I
PS4.
feel,
sometimes
bro.
you need
Yeah.
that.
So
I understand.
Right.
It's just
I mean, I feel that, but like, man, listen, we only do this. We only do this once.
yeah, but that's a part of it though. Like we could talk about it. We all are like hustling and trying to maintain our families and our lifestyles. And it's so disciplined and it's so like, all right, I'm gonna give myself this little bit of money for lunch and gas, and then all of it goes to
exactly.
everybody else in the house and the kids. And it's like, bro, who is keeping your engine running? Like
Right.
what is
Gotta
keeping you
refill.
disciplined to this 10-year, 20-year track of this same exact lifestyle? Like what is keeping you motivated to keep living that small for this grand sacrifice for everybody else to be cool? Like I should be able to go on, like come on, dog, $200 to get on a boat and go fish for 6 hours. Like what are we really talking about? I didn't say I would need a 10 grand
Right.
to go
And
fishing.
we not about to like. It's not like I'm
I
about
ain't
to do
buying a
it.
boat.
And I'm not about to do it weekly. Like it's not like I'm about to spend $200 a week. But if I got an excess $200 sitting around quarterly, why not?
I mean, I get it.
You know what I mean, everybody got their thing. We ain't gotta get stuck on fishing. But like,
Yeah,
even if
but
it
it's
was,
whatever it could be. But Ern be doing stuff like you know what I'm saying. He go places with his cousins and them. Like he be doing stuff. That
say you
stuff costs. It ain't free.
say you paintball or say you ski.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What you mean?
I
You
don't be
and
doing
bro go
nothing.
out and go places and do stuff.
Nah, outside of like just regular hanging, bro. That's it.
That's all you be looking to do at the moment.
True.
Like that's enough to like if you like yo, I could look forward to doing this on Saturday. I'm cool.
True.
I could get through. You know what I mean? And it's something like it may be something you don't have to spend on, but it's like yo, we gonna go do trivia night or we gonna go bowl or we gonna. It's like, but if we gonna go do it, it's
See,
same
that counts. See,
concept.
I look at it more as time.
What
I
you mean?
feel we talking about possession, like buying yourself
Oh, you talk.
something.
Yeah, but that's time. That's what we're talking about. Time fishing, the fishing trip and stuff. Like I ain't saying go out here and go crazy and buy all the Jordans.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's something to do to like, yo, let me get my mind
Oh,
take
he's saying
away.
there's a difference between treating yourself and spending quality time somewhere else or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah, that's what he's
It's a
saying.
little bit of both, but I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, mine's is probably different because you know, like, even though like y'all know I'm like this like extroverted, I'm like introvertedly like I'm extroverted in like environments. You put me in a room with a bunch of people, I'm gonna bounce around like a social butterfly. But y'all know me, like 90% of the time, I'd rather just be in the house. So to me, like treating myself as like, yo, I'm gonna buy a video game or something, so I could just sit here in my silence
True.
and do that. But like, you know, it's different. Whatever, like that's what lose. Like whatever's gonna keep you going, like to do something.
Yeah, you need motivation. And one thing that I realized, like, just not to like be too personal, but like that ain't my wife's job to like make me motivated. You know what I mean? It ain't my kid's job to like refill my cup. You know what I mean? It's still like you have to self motivate, bro. You have to self, um, you have to figure out a way to, like, when you get into your breaking point or you feel burnt out or you ain't passionate about this tight budget you got yourself on. Like, you know that.
Facts.
You know that I'm more snappy because I'm tired of living like this. Like, I know that about myself. Like, this is, like, I said something to my wife the other day. I was like, we ain't going on a family vacation in a couple years, like a real family vacation where we plan to go somewhere for 7 days or something. So
So let's
I
plan
just wanted to
something.
make sure,
What's that, bro?
you know.
Huh? No.
That was
I'm
good.
not, yeah.
Yeah, so
So we just gotta play. We gotta play it to do something.
yeah, for sure.
More than that, more than that.